it is well. Keen cried boldly. The land calls to its children, and all lands call their children home again. As the wild goose and the swan and the little ringed duck are called, so is called this stranger man who has lingered with us, and who now must go. Also there be the call of kind. The goose mates with the goose, nor does the swan mate with the little ringed duck. It is not well that the swan should mate with the little ringed duck. Nor is it well that stranger men should mate with the women of our villages. Wherefore I say the man should go to his own kind, in his own land. He is my own man, Tom answered, and he is a great man. Aye, he is a great man. Chugungat lifted his head with a faint recrudescence of youthful vigor. He is a great man, and he put strength in thy arm, O Tantlatch, and gave thee power, and made thy name to be, and the waterways are free. Always do they return to where they were born, that new life may go forth. The land calls to them and they come. And now there is another land that calls, and it is calling to my man, the land where he was born, and he hath it in mind to answer the call. Yet is he my man. Before all women is he my man. Is it well, Tantlatch? Is it well? Chugungat demanded, with the hint of menace in his voice. Aye, it is well. Keen cried boldly. The land calls to its children, and all lands call their children home again. As the wild goose and the swan and the little ringed duck are called, so is called this stranger man who has lingered with us, and who now must go. Also there be the call of kind. The goose mates with the goose, nor does the swan mate with the little ringed duck. It is not well that the swan should mate with the little ringed duck. Nor is it well that stranger men should mate with the women of our villages. Wherefore I say the man should go to his own kind, in his own land. He is my own man, Tom answered, and he is a great man. Aye, he is a great man. Chugungat lifted his head with a faint recrudescence of youthful vigor. He is a great man, and he put strength in thy arm, O Tantlatch, and gave thee power, and made thy name to be feared in the land, to be feared and to be respected. He is very wise, and there be much profit in his wisdom. To him are we beholden for many things, for the cunning in war and the secrets of the defense of a village and a rush in the forest, for the discussion in council and the undoing of enemies by word of mouth and the hard-sworn promise, for the gathering of game and the making of traps and the preserving of food, for the curing of sickness and mending of hurts of trail and fight. Thou, Tantlatch, wert a lame old man this day, were it not that the stranger man came into our midst and attended on thee. And ever, when in doubt on strange questions, have we gone to him, that out of his wisdom he might make things clear, and ever has he made things clear. And there be questions yet to arise, and needs upon his wisdom yet to come, and we cannot bear to let him go. It is not well that we should let him go. Tantlatch continued to drum on the spear haft, and gave no sign that he had heard. Tom studied his face in vain, and Chugungat seemed to shrink together and droop down as the weight of years descended upon him again. No man makes my kill. Keen smote his breast a valorous blow. I make my own kill. I am glad to live when I make my own kill. When I creep through the snow upon the great moose, I am glad. And when I draw the bow, so, with my full strength, and drive the arrow fierce and swift and to the heart, I am glad. And the meat of no man's kill tastes as sweet as the meat of my kill. I am glad to live, glad in my own cunning and strength, glad that I am a doer of things for myself. Of what other reason to live than that? Why should I live if I delight not in myself and the things I do? And it is because I delight and am glad that I go forth to hunt and fish, and it is because I go forth to hunt and fish that I grow cunning and strong. The man who stays in the lodge, by the fire, grows not cunning and strong. He is not made happy in the eating of my kill, nor is living to him a delight. He does not live. And so I say it is well this stranger man should go. His wisdom does not make us wise. If he be cunning, there is no need that we be cunning. If need arise, we go to him for his cunning. We eat the meat of his kill, and it tastes unsweet. We merit by his strength, and in it there is no delight. We do not live when he does our living for us. We grow fat and like women. And we are afraid to work, and we forget how to do things for ourselves. Let the man go, O Tantlatch, that we may be men. I am keen, a man, and I make my own kill. Tantlatch turned a gaze upon him in which seemed the vacancy of eternity. Keen waited the decision expectantly, but the lips did not move, and the old chief turned toward his daughter. That which be given cannot be taken away, she burst forth. I was but a girl when this stranger man, who is my man, came among us. And I knew not men, or the ways of men, and my heart was in the play of girls, when thou, Tantlatch, thou and none other, didst call me to thee and press me into the arms of the stranger man, thou and none other. Tantlatch, and as thou didst give me to the man, so didst thou give the man to me. He is my man. In my arms has he slept, and from my arms he cannot be taken. It were well, O Tantlatch, Keen followed quickly, with a significant glance at Tom, it were well to remember that that which be given cannot be taken away. Chugungat straightened up. Out of thy youth, Keen, come the words of thy mouth. As for ourselves, O Tantlatch, we be old men and we understand. We, too, have looked into the eyes of women and felt our blood go hot with strange desires. But the years have chilled us, and we have learned the wisdom of the counsel, the shrewdness of the cool head and hand, and we know that the warm heart be overwarm and prone to rashness. We know that Keen found favor in thy eyes. We know that Tom was promised him in the old days, when she was yet a child. And we know that the new days came, and the stranger man, and that out of our wisdom and desire for welfare was Tom lost to Keen and the promise broken. The old shaman paused, and looked directly at the young man, and be it known that I, Chugungat, did advise that the promise be broken, nor have I taken other woman to my bed, Keen broke in. And I have builded my own fire, and cooked my own food, and ground my teeth in my loneliness. Chugungat waved his hand that he had not finished. I am an old man, and I speak from understanding. It be good to be strong and grasp for power. It be better to forego power, that good come out of it. In the old days I sat at thy shoulder, Tantlatch, and my voice was heard over all in the council, and my advice taken in affairs of moment. And I was strong and held power. Under Tantlatch I was the greatest man. Then came the stranger man, and I saw that he was cunning and wise and great. And in that he was wiser and greater than I, It was plain that greater profit should arise from him than from me. And I had thy ear, Tantlatch, and thou didst listen to my words, and the stranger man was given power and place and thy daughter, Tom. And the tribe prospered under the new laws and the new days, and so shall it continue to prosper with the stranger man in our midst.